video, we're going to break down what parallel processing is, how it's different from serial processing, why it's so useful in mixing, and how to set up a simple parallel reverb in your DAW. What is parallel processing? Parallel processing is a mixing technique that allows your original track to be blended together with a very wet track. Instead of applying, let's say, a reverb directly onto your vocal track, you instead create a parallel channel that sends that effect in a 100% wet way, but in a more controlled blend. So one path stays clean and dry. The other path goes through an effect like reverb, compression, delay, whatever you want. Then you blend the two together. So you're not replacing the original sound with an effect. You are adding the effect alongside. Your lead vocal can stay clear and upfront, while a separate reverb signal adds space behind it. The result is a vocal that still feels present, but the mix feels wider, deeper, and more polished. So a simple way to remember this is parallel processing means blending the original sound with an affected copy. To understand parallel processing, it helps compare it to serial processing. Serial processing, like you've seen it so many times and you've done it so many times. It is simply adding an effect after an effect after an effect after an effect, creating sort of a chain. The effects work following the position. So let's say I had an EQ here and now I had a compressor and now I had a reverb. So the chain works like first EQ, then the signal that comes out of the EQ will be processed by the compressor, and the signal that comes out of the compressor will be processed by the reverb. So serial processing changes the sound directly. Parallel processing blends the original sound with an affected copy. This is a very old project and it's called Rain. So let's listen to the vocal completely dry and inside the mix. So serial processing means adding the effects directly onto the track. I already set up a channel EQ and a compressor, but I want to add also a reverb. So let's look for a reverb here. Let's choose Space Designer, Mono. Let's try this one. So this is serial processing. It means that the track is going to be processed by the channel EQ, and what comes out from here is going to be processed by the compressor. Same thing will apply with the reverb. So what's the difference with parallel processing? Parallel processing takes advantage of the famous auxiliary tracks. So this is, for example, an aux track. In Logic, you can create an aux track just by clicking here and clicking on bus. An aux or return track is a separate channel where we can place an effect like a reverb or a delay. Instead of putting the reverb directly on the vocal, we send a copy of the vocal into this separate reverb channel. So I already set this up here, but let's say we want to do it like from scratch together, right? So I have this lead vocal and I'm going to remove the reverb and I'm going to apply the reverb into an auxiliary channel. I'm going to click over here and I'm going to click on bus. Let's say I want the bus 15. As you can see, this bus corresponds to this auxiliary channel 14. This knob here, this very small knob that's turning green, is called the send knob. I can choose how much signal of my lead track goes inside my reverb auxiliary channel. In my parallel channel, I want to add the same reverb that I used onto this track. Click Option to duplicate it and I activate it. We want to mute the dry version and only leave the wet version 100%, which means 0 decibels here in Logic. Why do we use parallel processing? When you start doing it, you will be like, oh, okay, now I get it. Glue your mix together and save CPU. Instead of adding a separate reverb plugin onto the track, you create an auxiliary channel, let's call it, let's say, short reverb, where you put all your vocals there. Your vocals will live in the same space because you choose the same reverb. So this saves you CPU because your computer won't have to read 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 different reverb plugins all over again. Parallel processing keeps the dry signal front and center. So we all know that reverb and delay can add emotion and depth, but if we put them directly and heavily onto a track, the whole track is gonna sound muddy and washed out, and the sound can be pushed back into the mix. You can process the effect separately. For example, if your reverb is on a return track, you can place an EQ after the reverb and clean it up without changing the original vocal. You can filter, widen, distort, but you're not touching the original track. So the dry signal stays safe. So maybe this is the right time to start considering using parallel processing. You can start in a very simple way. Create a return track, add a reverb 100% wet, just try to blend the other sound with the dry sound and play with it, play a lot with it, because it's gonna be a game changer. Just remember, when you want to blend together the sounds, it's better not to solo the auxiliary channel and the dry track. It's better to listen to it in the mix. Let's do a quick recap. Serial processing changes the sound directly. Parallel processing blends your original dry sound with an affected copy. A return track, or also called auxiliary track, holds the effect. The send knob controls how much of your original sound goes to that effect. If you are using reverb or delay in an auxiliary track, just remember to put always 100% wet. So this is parallel processing bite-sized. I hope you liked this video. Thanks so much for staying till the end. Read my blog article where I explain in more details parallel processing. Subscribe for more videos like this. I'm Pia from Music Production for Women. See you in the next one.